So straight lines. So I'll be discussing some important questions in this. So let's take question number 4. If P is the length of the perpendicular from the origin on the line whose intercepts on the axis are A and B, then what is the option? Correct. So this is basically a conceptual question. We need to do it in a traditional way of doing it. Correct. But if I want to just write the equation of AB, the equation of AB, correct, for that I'll draw here. I'll draw two axes here. Then if I want, I will draw one line and a perpendicular to the line also I'll be drawing. This is a perpendicular to the line. And now I will mark the points A and B. A and B, and let this point be P. So A, we know what is the line, A comma 0, correct? And V and the y-axis, we know what it is, 0 comma B respectively, correct? Now, the general equation of AB is what basically the intercept from x by A plus y by B is equal to 1, correct? And what I did, I'm drawing one line here. Let this be OP, correct? So if OP is perpendicular to AB, if OP is perpendicular to AB, what it will be? OP is equal to, let's take this. This is my B. B is what, 0 comma B, I will take it. Okay. Yeah. So it is basically 0 into 1 by A plus 0 into 1 by B minus 1 by root of 1 by A square plus 1 by B square. Correct. This is a basic form. So once I'm getting this, and if I'm simplifying it, what I will get? 0 into anything is 0. So these terms are 0 into anything is 0. These terms are 0. I'll get minus 1 by, and I won't take this mode, correct? So I'll take 1 by what? Mode of this. Mode means root of square of these things, correct? Modulus of something is root of square of those terms. So if I want to remove the mode, I'll be getting what? This OP is nothing but what? The OP distance, if you want, I will take it as here P. OP. So OP is nothing but P, and if I'm removing the mode out, I'll be getting root of my minus 1 is minus 1, squaring of this minus 1 is minus 1, and root of these things, root of this particular thing is what? Just 1 by A square plus 1 by B square. So this is nothing but what? If I want to take this onto the top, or else I can rewrite it as 1 by, if I want to square on both the sides, correct? And mode, if I'm taking, not only on this side I have to take even on this side. So P will become P square, correct? So if I want to just write it ulta, 1 by P square is equal to what? 1 by A square plus 1 by B square. This is my correct option for this. For the question number 4. Okay, question number 4. But this kind of question, this is a very old one. Okay, so these kind of questions in the current thing, we won't get it. But just to know what it is. So if I'm removing the mode, the key takeaway from this question is what? If I'm removing the mode, then I have to square on both the sides, root of square of those things. That's the reason I squared. OP is nothing but what? OP is nothing but P only. So I'm squaring P square, and this also I'm doing what? Whole squaring, basically. Correct? If I'm squaring on both the sides, I'll get P square is equal to 1 by this thing. So mode basically is root of square of the terms. So that is the mode meaning. Okay, let's come back to the fifth one. So as we can see, it is CET 2003. So very, very old questions. Okay. Now coming to the next one, the equation of the line bisecting perpendicularly the segment joining the points -4, 6 and 8, 8. So this is basically a direct question. So they're given the slope of the line joining the points. I'll write down here in words. Slope of the line. This is my fifth question, right? Yeah. Joining the points, and the points is -4, 6 and 8, 8. So basic what I will do, I'll use a very simple formula. So formula used. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So basic subtraction, 8 minus 6 by 8 plus 4. So I'll be getting 2 by 12. So it is basically 1 by 6. Next is what I'll be doing the midpoint. Next one will be midpoint of this line. Midpoint of this line. So I'll do what? Adding. So 8 minus 4 by 2, comma, on the y term, 8 plus 6 by 2. So I'll be getting again the points 2, 7. Now the question here is, coming back to the question, the equation of the line bisecting perpendicularly the segment joining the points. I'll write down the question here. The equation of the line segment bisecting, whatever is in the question, that's what I'm writing it. Perpendicularly to the given line is what? My basic formula, y minus y1 is equal to slope m into x minus x1. Now I have found out my x1 and y1 respectively. Correct? My x1 and y1 is what? Basically my 2 and 7. Correct? Yes, x1 and y1 is what? 2 and 7. This I'll just write down here. Then I'll basically substitute what? Y minus 7 is equal to slope. Correct? And what is my slope here? What is slope? I have found out the 1 by 6 thing. Correct? Yes. So slope is nothing but what? Minus of this particular thing. So in the sense, what is my m? M is equal to minus 1 by 6. That also noted down here. M is equal to minus 1 by 6. So if it goes to this minus of, sorry, slope formula, I'll just erase it and I'll write it down here with a different thing, with a different color. So that will be easy for us. So m is equal to what? Basically minus 1 by 6. Correct? So I'll be getting it as what? Minus 6. So I will just substitute slope, then x1 and y1 to get the equation of the line respectively. So y minus 7 is equal to minus 6 into what is x1? 2. Correct? So if I want to write it and write an equation directly, 6x plus y minus 19 is equal to 0. So this is just multiplying 6 into 2, 12. 12 plus 7 is 19. Okay. And if it go to other side, it will become minus 19. That's all. So that's what we'll be getting the equation on this. So basically in this question, we are using the formula. Let me take the y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Then midpoint to get what? The x1 and y1 respectively. This is for just getting our slope. So m is equal to minus 1 by 1 by 6. So now I'll be going towards the 14th one. The center of the triangle ABC where A equal to 2 comma 3, this one, and B is equal to 8 comma 10 and C is equal to 5 comma 5. So this is basically a very direct question to do. So words of triangles are given, right? We have to just find what centroid of triangle ABC. This is nothing but what? Just I write the coordinate. What is A? The question 2 comma 3, B is 8 comma 10, and C is 5 comma 5. I just add everything. 2 plus 8 plus 5 for the first part by 3 comma, then 3 plus 10 plus 5 by 3. So I'm taking the x terms. 2 I wrote here, 8 I wrote here, 10 sorry 5 I wrote here. Then the y terms, 3 I wrote here, then 10 I wrote here, and 5 I wrote here. Fine. So if I'm doing it, I'll be directly getting the answer 5 comma 6. So this is basically a very easy question to do. So if you just compare the questions of 2003 and now this is the 2008, the level of difficulty level has come much easier. So if you are coming to 2020 or 21, the questions are almost direct, or I can tell direct questions. Okay, and due to this COVID-19 times, the questions are much more simpler, and we can do it much faster. Even this kind of questions also may not come. It will be much faster than this. Okay, so I'm just doing the questions which can come or which is difficult as of now. Okay. So let's say question number 18 here. The line joining A 2 comma minus 7 and B 6 comma 5 is divided into 4 equal parts. Okay, so that they're given the 4 equal parts, the midpoint of PR. So for these kind of questions, first thing is we will draw the line segment here. Okay, so first thing is we will draw the line segment. Once you draw this thing, automatically you'll get the answer. So better I will, yeah, draw with some light color. This will be fine. I will mark something A, and this is B, and then it is getting divided into 4 equal parts, P, Q, and R. Okay, and A value is what 2 comma minus 7 in the question. B value is 6 comma 5. Okay, so A value and B value, and they given what? Q is the midpoint, and also given AQ is equal to QB. Correct? Q is the midpoint of AB. Yes. Let's come back to the question. Yes. AQ is equal to QB. In the sense, Q is the midpoint. Now they're telling midpoint of PR is which one? That is our question. The midpoint of PR. Correct. So if Q is the midpoint, how do I get this value? 6 minus 2 is what? 4. Correct. Then how do I get the next value? How do I get the midpoint thing? 2 plus 6 by, how do I get the midpoint of Q? 2 plus 6 by 2, comma, minus 7 plus 5 by 2. So what is the value I'm getting for Q? For Q, I'll be getting 8 by 2, that is 4, and minus 1. A simple midpoint formula which I already learned in our lower classes, 10th. Correct? Yeah. Now the question here is, what is my PR midpoint here? The midpoint of PR. So what is the option in this? Can you guys tell me what option you're getting for midpoint of PR? This is a basic, very basic thing. What is the midpoint of PR? Q is the midpoint of PR. So by basic thing, we are getting the answer very directly. So questions like this will come for the examination from now onwards. The questions what we discussed the last 2 times, it is just for knowing, but those kind of lengthy and difficult questions will not come for the examination. So the answer is here, correct option, option A, 18th one, midpoint. So first thing we have to just draw the line segment. If you draw the line segment itself, we'll get the answer. If you don't draw the line segment, it will be resulting in confusion. That's all. See the another important 22nd question. The points A 1, 2, B 2, 4, and C 4, 8 form what? Is it an isosceles? It is equilateral. It's straight line. It is right angled triangle. So basically, this chapter is all about what? First of all, straight lines. Correct? The option is straight lines for this. But how do we get from this, either it is straight line or not? This is 1, this is 2. This is 2, this is 4. This is 4, this is 8. Correct? 1, 2, 2, 4. So what is my y value basically? Y is nothing but what? 2x. Y is equal to twice of x. Correct? If x is equal to 1, y value is 2. Yes? If x is equal to y value is 4. So y is basically what? 2x. So y minus 2x is equal to 0. If I'm plotting, I'll be getting what? A straight line, not a triangle. And also this is all about what? Straight lines only. Correct? This is all about straight lines itself. Fine. So this is one more way of doing a problem without knowing or without needing to know the formulas or anything for the entrance point of view. So these kind of questions, so much more easier questions will come now. Okay.